So I did a reading yesterday and it was of the pick a card. And so I randomly pick my pile after the reading so that I'm biased as to which one Spirit's going to call my ass out on. And my pile was pile 3. And it was all about like being cutthroat and nobody can get access to you. And you're kind of just uh, like, like an Aquarius. Yeah. So, yeah, there's my problem. I figured it out. So I went to the grocery store last night and this guy behind me in line, like it was like 10 o'clock at night. Okay. And this guy behind me, he's like, "Hey, you're buying this for me, right?" And he told the cashier, he's like, "This is on her tab." And I think it was a joke, but like, well, I'm pretty sure, but like he didn't smile at all. Like I was waiting for the hint. I was waiting for like a little laugh because it was only one thing. So I was like, okay, no. I told him, no, I'm not, no, no. Like I just said it, no, like that. And I didn't even know I was like on autopilot saying it. Like, I don't know. I just don't like being told what to do. First of all. Second of all, who are you? Third of all, why are you talking to me? So this cashier looked at me like, what a bitch. And the guy was like, "Well, I'll be." And I was like, "Well, I'll be broke. What are you doing?" That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. And it was like, I don't know. I walked out to my car and the dude followed me out there and I was like, no. I called on Archangel. I was like, it's 10 o'clock. It's pitch black. I normally don't drive at night. All right. I'm already freaked out because I don't like driving at night. I'm a single woman in a city I don't know, in a not great area of town. And this guy's following me in my car. I was overly paranoid. He had the car parked next to me, but he did follow me out to my car. And I'm like, thinking to myself, am I this antisocial? Like, am I this weird that like everybody at the store thinks I'm just some hermit bitch? I mean, I don't know, but first of all, I don't appreciate being told I'm going to do something. Second of all, I understand if it was a joke, but it was only one item. And it was like, I guess I could have, but I don't like being told what to do. So like, don't tell me what to do. If you would have asked, perhaps. But anyway, so ironically enough, I then found out that my pile was pile 3, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I think I'm just in this element in my life where I'm like, I have literally cut out so much bullshit in my life in the last 2 years. That I don't even know how to add things back in. You just get used to like being, just in that destructive energy. You know what I mean? Like the Tower card where everything is just crumbling. And you don't know how yet to bring something back in. I mean, I'm sure it could have been kindness. I maybe could have been kind, but it's not that I wasn't kind. I was just like, no, like so self-assuredly, and I think that's what it was. I was just so certain that I wasn't going to help this guy. And he's like, "Well, I'll be." He repeated it, "Well, I'll be," like as if he was so shocked that somebody said no to him. I'm like, dude, like, what do I think I have welcome mat on my forehead. And people are like, "Well, I'll be," if you say no and you're welcome mat. You know what I mean? Like I think as an empath and codependent, a former codependent, I used to be so afraid that people would like take me as, I don't know, a ruthless bitch. But now I'm like, I don't care. See me how you want to see me. The cashier, she looked at me like I had 3 heads. And this guy was just so offended. He was like, "No, she didn't tell me no." Like, who are you? Okay? Who are you? If you would have had like a smirk, or it would have at least seemed funny, or like, I don't know, implied that he was joking and it wasn't required of me, I think I would have been okay. But it's like, I am just so sick and tired of entitled people. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, is that a bitchy thing? Sure, don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I think I'm just at that point where it's like, I don't care. I keep getting this message too that people from my past, they want to come back into my life. And in the pick a card especially, it was somebody wanted to come back into your life, and it's like they don't know how to approach you. And I'm like, that's not my problem. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. That's not my problem. You don't know how to approach me. Because you know while you're on the outside looking in, okay? You know. You guys, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because it's that time of the month. It might be, but I am just ultra bitchy, like ultra bitchy. And I'm just like, no. Everybody, no. Like, nah. I'll give my time and energy to those I think are, deserving of it right now. And that's very few people. Very few people, and I just don't give a shit. I don't. I'm not even doing my live streams right now. I'm not like wanting to give my energy to just random people that I don't even know from Adam. That's one thing I learned in this taking 2 weeks off my lives. I don't know how long it's been, 2 or 3 weeks of not being on my live streams has saved my ever-loving life, because Spirit showed me that these are timelines. People that log into your live streams, these are people on different timelines. Like, it's not just, one person. You're talking to 20 or 30 people at a time. And guess what? They're all on different timelines. Not only are they all in different locations, but they're all on different, some are higher vibrational and lower vibrational than others. And it's like, I didn't know who I was reading for. Every time I tune into a reading, it's like, as much as that's amazing, it was a great source of income for me last year. It kind of died out this year. And it's because my soul didn't want to do it. Because every time I would tune into a reading, it's like, that's great, but I don't know how many people you have attached to your energy. So here I am intermingling in your energy, in someone's energy. And it's like, you could be attached to 75 different people. You could have energy vampires everywhere. You could have people that are manipulating you in your dream space. You could have just no protection at all, no spiritual protection at all. And here I am tuning into it, getting super vulnerable in people's energies. And then I have $20 to show for it. And by the end of the live stream, I'm beat, exhausted, have no energy left to myself. And I'm $60 richer. Woohoo! Like, it was not fucking worth it. It wasn't worth it. And I don't think many people understand energy work unless you do it for a living. Like, how much energy that takes. And I didn't even know until I made a pact with myself. I said, I'm not doing lives anymore. Probably ever. Maybe ever. And I think I'm going to really double down on that, because the amount of energy that has been saved by not doing that is it's just unreal. You know what? I could put it in towards me and scripting and manifestation and witchcraft and helping my clients that are paying for my services, content on Patreon, like finding other ways to manifest abundance in my life. And you have to take that risk though, guys. This was my bread and butter. This was literally my livelihood. That was my main source of income in 2021. So I was brokenhearted, and it took me a really long time to say no. Plus, I knew my mom was still there. An ex-boyfriend of mine had all the time visiting my page. They'd just sit in the silence, lurking in the shadows, siphoning my energy. And it's not even just me, but empaths as well. The empaths that would come into the chat, I couldn't protect them. Because, if we had silent trolls just sitting in the chat, like pouncing on us energetically, like I couldn't protect anybody. So I'm just done. I'm done. It was my favorite thing to do. I loved live streams. I loved doing that. I might do it someday soon with a little twist, like not so much on public forum. It might be like more private. For like a few select people, but I don't know. I'm not even worried about it. I'm not worried about it. It's like the universe will come through and give me the abundance that I know I deserve. Like if that door closes, another will open. It is inevitable. It is inevitable. It's going to happen that way. But I have to be okay with saying goodbye to something in order to say hello to something new. And guys, trust me, you know, it was like the only connection I had to my ex and my mom. In a way, it was very sentimental. I didn't get any messages from them. They never donated for a reading, but yet there was that attachment still. There was that piece of home, you know? It's just like with my ex-husband, I went and cleaned out some things that I still had of his 3 years later. And I'm like, why? Why do I have that shit? And it's like, it's a good omen. It tells the universe, like, I'm really ready. I'm really ready. Here, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to do something in the 3D that is, I'm going to prove it. And that's when the universe will bring in new things for you. But it's like sometimes it looks really, really, I don't know, kind of crazy, because not a lot of people are doing it around you. Not a lot of people are leaving things behind that they love. You know what I mean? So you're the first, and you look a little weird while you're doing it. But I promise you there's incentive to it. I promise you the universe is going to come through blessing you like you've never been blessed before. But you have to take that leap of faith. And for me, living alone, having no one to rely on, I don't have family, I don't have friends, I don't have anybody to rely on financially. No one. And so all I really do trust now is the universe. And so if I want to be this empowered person, I have to talk like an empowered person. I have to do actions like an empowered person. I have to take risks like an empowered person. I have to do things first before other people. And then I'll get rewarded first before other people do too. But that's not always easy, because there's a lot of evil eye. And so one thing I've been noticing too is there isn't evil eye anymore. There's no evil eye. It's all a game. It was an illusion. It's a trick of the mind. There is no black magic. There is no evil eye. And this coming from the girl who perpetuated that shit for years. I told you guys so much about how much black magic had been sent to me. I told you guys for years, at least the last year and a half, I told you about how I think false karmic twin flame, I'm not sure really who he is. I don't know anymore. Shit, I have no fucking clue. Anyway, I told you guys all about how he was sending me this black magic and using witchcraft, and that was true, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's true now. I'm in a different vibration where black magic doesn't exist. Even talking about it puts it back into my environment. I'm in a place where that shit doesn't exist. It's out of my mind. I've elevated past it. In only 2 or 3 weeks of not being online. It's like, it was my only physical way of being around anybody low vibrational. I don't live with anybody. I don't have a 9-to-5. I don't even really talk to my neighbors. Like, I don't have friends. Nobody calls my phone. I'm literally a hermit. And it's like, that's the only place that I would go to that had anybody that was a different vibration than me, was my live streams. So in a way, guys, it's like me leaving my 9-to-5. It is. It's basically that. So I can't sit here as a coach telling you guys to take a leap of faith and risk it all on the universe and on yourself if I'm not doing it too. So I'm done. I don't care what the universe does to me. I don't care where the fuck I go. I literally don't care. I'm never going back. I'm never going to see my energy be drained like that again. I am never, ever, ever, ever going to allow my precious time, resources, and beautiful divine energy, I'm never giving it away for free again to people that I don't feel Spirit has called me to do so. I'm just done. And my energy levels are just so much better. I feel like taking care of myself again. My health routine is getting better. Like I'm starting to take my vitamins again, and I'm doing shit, like doing things around the house, and I'm going shopping, and I'm doing things again. And it's like, wow. How was I so depressed that I wasn't even taking my vitamins? And that's when you realize narcissistic abuse does not have to be with your boyfriend or your mom or, your neighbor. It can be with random strangers on the internet too, guys, like trolls or the comment section, or you know what I mean? Like, it could be anybody. Narcissists are narcissists. If you have 20 people tuning into your live stream any given day, there could be 20 narcissists, you know? And if you're an empath, a psychic, you're a sponge, you're picking up all that shit. It's like, how are your energy levels after the fact? You know? So I'm really grateful that I got to experience all of that psychic warfare for the 2 years that I had my business online. I'm not sure what's changing. I don't know. I guess God is going to just lead me to something new, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that'll be. All I know is I can't go back. It's a crime. It's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against God is what it is. It hurts my soul. Like, it hurts my soul to see people just so entitled to my energy. Like, nah. Like that guy at the grocery store. Like, what the fuck? Like, entitled much? Like, really? Like, what do I have a sign on my face? Like, I think he was just shocked that I'm like, no. Like, it was, I don't know. And it really, when I went out to my car, I was like, oh my God, am I this antisocial? I mean, this antisocial that now I have people looking at me when I say no, like it's what? Like a crime. Like it's a crime to say no. I'm really proud of myself because even though they try to guilt trip me by looking at me like I'm weird, I still said no. I don't want to do that. Doesn't make me a bad person. If I gave to someone who asked and was kind, if somebody came to me asking, right? I would totally do that. I would totally say yes. This person wasn't asking. They were demanding. It's like, I think codependents and empaths, you know, we sometimes we can be both. And that's a double-edged sword because you're empathic to a point where you care about everybody's needs, but your own most of the time. And then if you're codependent on top of that, then you got a problem in that it's a continual, perpetual cycle in that you need to be somebody's everything. And you need to stay as an empath as their everything. So empathy is great, but not mixed with codependency. And then I think that's one thing that I just saw at the grocery store is like, wow, my empathy is, I'm not going to say turned off, but it's just like, it's less. It's less than it used to be. It's like, I'm going to give my love to those who deserve it, period. And if anybody's got a problem with that, tough shit. They were probably mooching off my energy then. And it's like, I don't care anymore how I'm viewed. I just don't. I have witnessed myself give so much of my energy to a point where I'm scared for my future. Giving to everybody else to build their empire. Where's my empire? Where's mine? So I'm going to go build mine. But I need my energy to do so. So any entitled people can just fucking kick rocks, honestly. So I'm excited to tell you guys that I'm turning a new leaf. I don't even know who I am anymore. It's like I used to be this pushover, this really soft, kind, overly empathic, like joyous, happy, bubbly Jenna. And now I'm just like not. I don't know. I kind of like this side of me, though. I do. I like her. It's like I feel more protected and safe. I do. I feel better in my own energy. I feel like I can trust myself because you sure as shit can't trust 8 billion people, okay? Last night's debacle in the grocery store line is proof that you can't trust everybody, but you can trust you. And you know, what's really funny too is it felt like I was on autopilot in a way because when he said it, it's as if my instinctual response was no, because I could almost see this man's aura and it was not good. It was not a good aura at all. Very dark. And I just intuitively knew. And this is the same thing that happens during astral projection now too in lucid dreams. It's like I can sense somebody's aura, but in the astral plane, it's way easier to see with you're not really seeing with your physical eyes, but you can see somebody's aura and you know who to say no to. You can see who to say no to and who to say yes to in the astral plane. And it's just getting easier for me to be like, fuck no. Who are you? No. The answer is no. And that is a complete sentence. It's like it's the first time in my entire life I have consistently stayed no. Saying no is not the problem. It's staying no that's the problem. Because so many of us are so worried that you're going to look really bitchy. I don't give a shit what I look like. I'm still saying no. The answer is no and will always be no until I want to say yes. So this is a big, huge shift for me. It's something that has never, ever, ever happened. And pile 3, you guys know if you know. Pile 3. Yeah, I picked pile 3 too. Here I was calling you guys out. I'm like, yeah, but it could be a little off-putting, guys. So just kind of, watch it. Make sure you're not cutting everything out, But look, it's like you get to a point where in the dark night of the soul, all you do is lose things. I've been in the dark night of the soul for 10 years. I'm coming out of it now. And it's like all you do is lose shit. I lost dogs, money, wealth, health, jobs, a husband, family, friends, homes, cars, fertility. You name it, I lost it. And it's like you get to a point where you lose so much, you're like, honestly, I don't give a fuck what else I lose. I don't. If you want to not like me because I say no, then I guess I lose your friendship. It's as easy as that. Or I guess I lose your viewership. Or I guess you lose your respect. Or I lose my reputation. I don't care what it is. I'm just not going to lose my energy anymore. I really don't care about much else. I care about my energy anymore. And my vitality. Because that is what the universe, that is currency. Okay? Reputation, I now know how to, revise a lot of shit. I know how to manifest a whole bunch of really cool stuff into my life using revision. So it's like, of course, everybody wants a great reputation, but people are going to think about me what they think about me. I could be the juiciest peach in the world and someone will still hate peaches. So it doesn't matter what other people think of me. It matters what I think of me. And how can I think well about myself if I'm drained all the time? I didn't even like myself enough to take vitamins. Why the fuck would I like myself enough to try to manifest good shit in my life? So I don't care anymore about my reputation. I don't care about how people see me or view me. I don't care how many subscribers I have. I don't care about any of that. I care about my vitality, my health, my mind, my mental sanity. That is what I care about. So if you don't like that I say no to you, don't give a shit. The answer is still no. Like, I don't care. If you want to say yes to you, do so. I don't care. Just get out of my way. I have a clear, direct focus on my future, and I'm not letting anybody take me out anymore. I let my own mother do that to me. I let my own ex-boyfriend do that to me. I let my own ex-husband do that to me. I let everybody do that to me. I'm freaking over it. And I know that it makes me come across as bitchy, but I really don't care how it makes me come across. That's the glory of it. You get to this point where it's not like, oh, I don't care how people view me, and you can always tell when that shit is fake. When somebody says that, when really deep down they're insecure, now I just truly don't give a shit. It's like when you've been to rock bottom and you've had a near-death experience like I had, and you went through the dark night of the soul and you lost everything in your entire life, honey, you get to a point where you're like, I don't give a fuck if you like me. I really don't. You can unsubscribe. It's as easy as that. Go ahead and thumbs down if you want. I don't give a shit what you do. I just care about my energy. So I don't care. And I think that it came across in the grocery store as like a tower moment for that guy. Well, I'll be. Well, I'll be. It was just so. Now I look back and I'm like, it's cute. It's kind of cute. It's the universe. It was the universe showing me, giving me this opportunity to really show, like, look how different you are. Look what you're doing now. You're not the same. And I needed to see that, but I don't care that I'm not the same. I love the old Jenna. She was so great. She had such a beautiful personality. And I talk about myself in third person all the time, so you'll have to get used to it. But yeah, she's dead. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. It's totally giving me Taylor Swift vibes. Because she's dead. I'm dead. The old me is gone. And the new me, nobody knows. I don't even know me. All I know is I have about 50 versions of me, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm going to learn who I am tomorrow, and it's going to be fucking epic. I'm going to learn the next day, and the next day, and the next day. But right now, I'm in my Queen of Swords energy, and it's like, you want me? Perfect. Book a reading. That's where you can reach me right now. Or, you want me? Cool. Well, make sure that you're in alignment vibrationally with me, and I'll see you in my dream space. Okay? Contact me via dreams, right? Have your people call my people. Have your spirit team call my spirit team. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, great. It is literally that easy. It is literally that easy. Like, my boundaries game anymore, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's amazing. But I had to take that risk. I had to take that risk first before the boundaries really came in. I had to say no to my live streams first before I started loving myself more. Because how can you heal in the same place where you are being tortured? You can't. Every day on my live stream, I was being practically tortured energetically by people. It's like, I didn't even like going to work. Let me tell you something. I'm a witch who does tarot readings for beautiful, magical unicorns online from her home, and I didn't like working. The fuck is wrong with that sentence? I'm a self-employed, magical being who talks to aliens and angels, and I didn't like going to work. What the hell? Who in their right mind would sit there doing that? It's like, I should love my job. I should be having fun. I should be making memorable moments. I should be having an amazing time with people that give a shit. And I wasn't. Just wasn't working. If I, talking to magical fairies from my home, sitting in my sweatpants, can't have a good life doing what I love, then how the fuck are the rest of us working at a 9 to 5, going to work every day? Like, nah. I needed to change things, and I'm glad I did. I'm never going back. I've removed so many cords of attachment between me and other people. It's over. It's over. The projections that they thought I was a certain way. The projections, the bullshit from people on my live streams. Oh, Jenna's like this. Jenna's like that. No, the fuck I'm not. You have no idea who I am. Jenna's like this. She's like that soft pushover, and she's going to do this, and she's going to do that. And I bet you if I ask for this, she'll give me a free reading, and I do this and do that. You have no clue. I had no clue. Until I got off my live streams, I didn't realize, wow, I'm really, truly not anything these people have projected onto me. Weak, timid, shy, gullible, I'll just fall for anything. Now, fuck that. I'm none of that. I'm completely, absolutely the opposite of that. And I don't get to know who the divine is. I don't get to know who God is until I know who I am, right? Be still and know that I am God, right? That's in the Bible. That means sit still, know who you are. Stop believing what other people tell you are. Because that shit's horseshit. They're going to convince you till they're blue in the face that you are a certain way. And until you get away from them and out of their grasp, you won't know that you're a totally different person. Bold, fearless, a conqueror, like a freaking business tycoon. You just don't know it yet. You can shift to a reality where you're already successful, bringing in 6 or 7 figures, like handle your business, right? But until you know that you are not their projection of you, you're not going to know your true self. You're going to think that you are what they think you are. Through energy attachment, through energy cords, you got to get away physically, but definitely emotionally and spiritually. You got to get away from them. You have to get away. So anyway, thanks for listening. But yeah, I'm a totally different person. I wanted to make this video today and talk about how I'm just not the same. And I will never be the same. And thank God. Literally, thank God. I love you. Bye.